When nature calls, it's really handy to have a head on board, but if you've got a smaller runabout or even a pontoon boat, you might not have one. But did you know you can add a toilet after the fact? This is the Visa MSD, which stands for Marine Sanitation Device. Now, if you're going to add a toilet to a boat, there are some regulations depending on where you live. And the key is it has to be fixed and it has to be pumpable. So these MSD toilets are exactly that. They're designed to be fixed inside your boat and they're designed to be pumped out. Now the great thing about these Visa MSD toilets is they're designed for marine application, which means they come with the hold down bracket and a little bit of deodorizer built right in. They come with a few features you don't find on all portable or marine based toilets. For example, they've got a piston pump for flushing. And that's unique. A lot of systems use a bellows type of flush system and it's not as fast and it's not as durable. And also, on the piston pump, if you ever do wear it out and they are extremely durable, you can replace a lot of these little parts. And the unit itself really easily flips open. And here we can see the main seal, which is replaceable, although it's not something you do very often. The pump out fitting itself is also adjustable. In case you've got to stick this thing in a spot and you can't quite get the hose to bend, you can simply readjust the pump out fitting. And one thing I really like is the visual indicator for how full the waste tank is. Some toilets use a mechanical indicator and that may not work all the time, but a visual one, you know it's going to work every time. And one little feature that can make a big difference is the gate valve. When you initially pop it, it drops just a little bit to release the pressure. And you might not think that's a big deal, but imagine on a boat in the sun when it's getting a bit warm, you can build up a bit of pressure. The last thing you want to do is open it wide open with a bit of pressure in there. So just a little detail, but it can make such a big difference. The other thing about the Visa MSD toilets is they're designed size-wise to fit in most marine applications. You'll notice it's not quite as big a toilet as you might find in an RV, but that is intentional because on a boat, you definitely don't have as much space. If you're on a boat, the toilet has to be an MSD toilet, a marine sanitation device, which means it has to be fixed and pumpable. But if you're not on a boat, if you're anywhere else, an RV, camping at a cottage, there are plenty of other portable toilets that don't have to be marine sanitation devices, like the 248 here. And these Visa models are the deluxe versions. And you can see with this 248 just how much bigger the seat and the bowl is. Pontoon boat's a great example of one ideally suited to a marine toilet, especially if it has a little changing area towards the back. Simply connect the hoses, bolt it down, put a deck fitting in, and you're done. So if you're looking for a portable toilet, you might want to check out one of the Visa or the Passport models from CMP.